says, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. How are we doing today? It's a fine Saturday. It was beautiful out. My foot is still sore, and I'm still recovering from the COVID shot. I've been tired, so that's the only side effect to me. Anyways, let's just get right back into the tarot tale. Angel Spirit guys, what does the collective need to know? Oh my gosh, 11 right. Ooh. Ooh. We got a Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing. They're very loving. This is a very loving kind of queen. And we see a King of Wands, which is very fiery, very passionate. They go forward like with the kind of fire in their belly. They're very driven is a good word. What about this King and Queen of Cups? They're working. The Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress. So maybe this Queen and this King are both working at this time. If it was in reverse, it would be a partnership, but they're working. Working on what? Working on an Ace of Wands. So a passionate start. Excuse me, itchy nose. Oh, then we see the Tower. So a tower is a sudden change. When lightning strikes a tower, you have to jump into the unknown. It's kind of something that, an upheaval in your life of sorts. Towers are fun. And we see a Queen of Swords. So very sharp, very pointed. They've seen heartbreak. They are very direct. They're very direct with their words. And we got the Four of Wands in reverse, so not being celebrated. There isn't a coming together at this time. So there's kind of a tower for a Queen of Swords. Not really things coming together. And we see the Lovers in reverse, like they've lost a choice of sorts. They didn't make a decision in time. Bottom of the deck, we see collaboration. So coming together, strategy. This guy is working on a big board, so he's taking his time, he's planning, but usually Three of Pentacles is collaboration, coming together. Let's get more cards. This Queen of Cups, please. Angel Spirit guys. The Seven of Coins. So laying seeds. And we see the Three of Cups in reverse over the King of Wands. So he's not being celebrated at this time. He might be just taking time to himself. 9. It's a Five of Cups. So someone's a little sad at this time. Maybe they're sad at work. Going about. Maybe they're thinking about this Queen of Cups who's laying seeds. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the Devil. So it's some sort of soul connection. There might be some fear in this. There's some sadness and some fear. Maybe there was a third party and now there's not. Because sometimes the Three of Cups can be third party. Usually it's coming together, celebrating. But it's in reverse, so someone's not being celebrated at this time. The Tower is the Ace of Wands. The Tower is the Ace of Wands. The Tower is a passionate new start. Double confirmation on the Ace of Wands, but there is the Devil over this Ace of Wands up here, so there's some fear in what is going on. Queen of Swords, please. Is the Empress. The Queen of Swords is the Empress. So the Empress is probably taking on both of these energies, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, because the Empress is all the queens in one. It's just the Empress is the best. You want an Empress in your life. The Four of Wands is a Hierophant. So maybe there's some sort of higher commitment, but it's not being celebrated at this time. And the Lovers in reverse, holy shoot, is heartbreak. We see heartbreak. So someone's a little heartbroken at this time. Bottom of the deck, we see a Queen of Wands. So again, this Empress is all the queens in one. So she's taking on all the energies of all the queens. So she's very loving. She's very fiery and passionate. She can be sharp at times with her words. She's grounded when I wouldn't be surprised if the Queen of Pentacles came out, okay? Anyways, well, this Queen of Cups, she's enthusiastic. She's laying seeds. She's working towards something better at this time. King of Wands is recovering because, you know, he's not being celebrated, so he's recovering at this time. And then Nine of Pentacles, sadness. The sadness is the double confirmation on the Empress, so I'm just going to lay the Empress on the Empress because just double confirmation. If you're in the feminine energies, you're taking on the energies of an Empress at this time. The Five of Cups, though, please, is the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. You're working, you're kind of feeling defensive. You might be a little bit like hot-headed. You know, the wounded warrior is very, they're very defensive in their techniques because they've been hurt and they've undergone, so they're very cautious when they go forward. Sometimes they can have in and out energy and player vibes. The Ace of Wands, we see the Devil, but we see the Sun, which is happiness. You might be afraid, but this Ace of Wands will bring you some happiness. The Tower of the Ace of Wands is options. Maybe you've been dreaming about this. Maybe this has been an ongoing dream. What is the Hierophant? The Hierophant is the Devil. It could be a soul connection, a soul tie. See, the Devil binds these people together. Sometimes karma comes and, like, you have good karma and you have bad karma. So sometimes karma is good, and sometimes the Hierophant, the soul connection, with seeing the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, it's like a soul connection. So some sort of soul connection for this Empress at this time. And the Heartbreak is to balance her out. Doesn't that suck? Heartbreak to balance you out. And at the bottom of the deck, we see the Six of Cups, so there's some sort of reconcile. Maybe this King of Wands is going to reconcile with this Empress. Let's see what the animal energies are. Angel Spirit Guide. You see the Hyena, which is fear. The Devil energy could also represent fear. So maybe at this time, the King of Wands is feeling fearful because he's not being celebrated and he's recovering at this time. So he could be in a bit of fear. You could be in a bit of fear at this time. And we see the Wolverine, which is 5, which is fierce. So you could be coming forward very fierce at this time. And it's time to, because you're afraid, to hold back your energies a bit. Bottom of the deck, we see the Lioness, which is protection, and Egyptian symbol for eternal life. So she's very sacred. This reminds me of Sekhmet, which is one of the Egyptian gods, because this is a very Egyptian card. I love Egypt. But the Lioness, which is protection, so you have some protection at this time. Any final messages, Angel Spirit Guides? Final messages. Oh yeah. Too many. Alright. One more time. Okay. Too many. Oh well, we're gonna go with it. If you have any questions, there's a definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. And this could also be telling you at this time to not be afraid, and maybe it's time for you to say yes at this time. Alright, go pick them all up. Good luck, cards. The Age of Light. You've been training you've been training for this for lifetimes. So, and the ascent of like how many past lives you've lived, you've been training for this ascension your entire life. You're the Age of Enlightenment, the Age of Aquarius, which we are going forward into, the Age of Aquarius. The Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subliminal realm. So sometimes things may seem coincidental, sometimes things are divinely orchestrated and things come together odd ways. So the divine orchestration. Listen to your feelings. Don't let others tell you you're doing something into doing something that you know is wrong. So trust your own gut, trust your own feelings, use your own intuition. Don't let people talk you into doing things you don't want to do at this time. Trust your path. If you knew you were being supported, what would you do? So saying trust your path at this time, it may seem like gray and shadowy and you don't know how everything's going to work out and you're stressed about things you can't control. Just remember to trust your path. We all go through things, we all go through our own lessons to learn self-love, to learn independence, to learn different things. So trust your path. Get grounded, empath, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So this is asking you to get grounded, to meditate at this time. And the last card is very soon. What you're asking for will happen very soon in a happy way. So whatever you've been trying to manifest, whatever you've been trying to get, like not get, but like whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're asking for in the subliminal realm, it should happen very soon. Alright. It looks like there's some recovery and there's some fear, recovery from some heartbreak. But you're in Empress mode, so you're doing really good at this time. If you're taking the standpoint of the King of Wands, it's just time for you to recover at this time and be ready to come forward for an Ace of Wands in the future. Anyways, Phoenixes, until next time. Later days.